Ringo TV Reactions back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's get down to business, fam. This should be very interesting, to say the least. So what we're talking about right now is a video that I pretty much seen on the web, and I want to talk about it. Let me just get the tape ready for you so that you can pretty much hear this, fam, because it's rather interesting. Let's hear this thing out.
Not broke. I'm not broke. I am broke right now. You feel what I'm saying? But I make good money is what I'm trying to say. And all my money goes into my bills. It's just after all my money goes into my bills, I usually have nothing left. So I picked up 3 jobs, right? But my boyfriend didn't like that I was working the 3 jobs because he felt like I wasn't around my kid as much, which doesn't make any sense. But anyways, nevertheless, I had to quit a 3rd job because getting a sitter was becoming a little bit difficult because everybody started working in the evenings. So anyways, me and him always get an argument over cash. And mind you, I'm only ever asking for cash on my off days. Like, if I'm paid, I'm good, right? On my off days, though, I do be asking him for cash. And I'm not talking about, like, hundreds of dollars. I'm talking about 10, 20, maybe 50. And majority of the time, it's to be put back into the house, right? Or it's to be put to good use. Like, I'm not asking him to get my hair done. I'm not asking him to get my nails done. He doesn't even get any of that stuff done for me. Like, he does none of that for me. Like, if he does something for me, I have to ask for it. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't feel like that's right. And I get mad because every time I ask him for money, he wants to explode or have some type of reaction that just triggers me. And I just want to know, like, do you females ask your man for money, and how is that transaction? Like, is it a fight? Is it normal to ask your man for money? Like, how much money does he give you? You know what I'm saying? Does he treat you to get your hair and nails done? Like, my man literally does nothing but keep his money to himself. Like, and it's annoying, and he's very Mr. Krabs, and I don't like that. And I don't know if that makes me sound shallow or whatever the case may be, but no, I want to marry a provider, and I feel like providers, will help out. And also, he doesn't like to talk about his finances, bro. How are we supposed to be getting married in the future if you can't even have a simple conversation about finances with me? It's always turning into I'm being money hungry. But it's like, I'm realistic, bro. We need to know our budget. How much are we able to spend? Am I wrong? All right, serious question, y'all. For people in a relationship.
All right. Now,
Always get in a fight over
let me turn this thing off real quick. There's a lot of problems with this. Like, as soon as we look at this particular situation, there's a lot of problems. Let's see if we could break this thing down. First thing first that we have is a situation where she's selfish. What I'm seeing is a woman who figure a guy is an ATM. In other words, she have all these needs and desires. I mean, for a woman to have 3 jobs and you still broke, what that tells me is that you're irresponsible and reckless with your spending, and you're living way above your means. You know what I mean? And she's looking for this particular guy to pretty much be like the ATM that comes in and kind of take care of all her problems. You know what I mean? And to me, that's unacceptable. And this is why I tell you guys, man, we live in a time right now where a lot of women tend to have this mindset of being Miss Independent. I don't need a man, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And then we see them in this type of mess, and then they get mad at us if we don't want to come in and, you know what I'm saying, like, foot the bill and whatnot. And it don't work like that, fam. Like, you ladies got to really recognize the real and stop trying to take advantage of these brothers, man. So it's like she went pretty much viral for asking for advice on, seeking advice on getting money from your man and whatnot. So let's listen to the tape again. Let's see what we got so that we could pretty much break this thing down again, fam. Let me see if we could do this thing again. Let me see.
And does he treat you to get your hair and nails done?
Let me see if I can start it over from the top. Let me see.
And my man literally does nothing but keep his money to himself. Like,
let's just keep it there.
Annoying, and he's very Mr. Krabs, and I don't like that. And I don't know if that makes me sound shallow or whatever the case may be, but no, I want to marry a provider, and I feel like providers.
She says she want a provider. Come on now.
Also, he doesn't like to talk about his finances, bro. How are we supposed to be getting married in the future if you can't even have a simple conversation about finances with me? It's always turning into I'm being money hungry. But it's like, I'm realistic, bro. We need to know our budget. How much are we able to spend?
Now, why is she saying we need to know our budget when she's the one that is reckless with her spending? Are y'all getting this? And see, this is the problem. The guy is telling her, look, you got 3 jobs. You're not even around your kids. And this happens a lot in today's day. And it's like, how are we going to have a relationship if you got all these jobs and you can't even take care of the kids? Like, why would a man want to even settle down with a woman that got 3 jobs? It's bad that you can't even take care of your kids, let alone how are you going to spend time with me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, man, this is just a bad deal all around, man. Let's get back to this thing.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
All right, serious question, y'all. For people in a relationship, me and my boyfriend always get in a fight over money, bro. Okay?
Listen.
I'm not broke.
She said she's not broke, and she said they always get into a fight over money. The last thing you guys want to be in is in a relationship with a woman that it's strictly based on money. In other words, we're arguing and fighting not over something serious, but it's because you can't give her no money when she wants. And the thing is, can you as a brother get money from a woman when you need it? No, you can't, because they're not going to give you brothers no money at all. They're not going to give you anything. And that's the problem. You see, they don't mind taking your money. They don't mind saying, hey, I got needs. I need a provider. Isn't it interesting? Women need a provider when it's convenient for them. But ladies, the thing is, can we count on you to be there for us when we need what we need? Of course not. You're never there. And that's just the truth. Let's get back to the tape.
I'm not broke. I am broke right now. You feel what I'm saying? But I make good money is what I'm trying to say.
If you make good money, you would not be going crazy over this dude. You would not be in your feelings. I don't think that it's the dude starting fights. It's her who's starting fights. She's the one starting these arguments. Why? Because she can't get things done her way. So she's trying to put it out on social media, which is another bad problem with women. They always going on social media telling everybody all their business. This is a problem with a lot of women. They always got to tell everybody about what's going on in their life. And I think that sucks. But anyway, let's get back to the tape.
My money goes into my bills. It's just after all my money goes into my bills, I usually have nothing left. So
when all the money goes into her bills, she never have nothing left. So let me get this straight. Once you done exhausted all your resources, once you done emptied all your accounts, paying off all your bills, and you don't have no money left, all of a sudden now you want the guy to dip into his bank and fix your situation now. Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all recognizing how selfish this woman is, fam? She's extremely selfish. Let's get back to this tape. Let's see what we got.
I took 3 jobs, right? But my boyfriend didn't like that I was working the 3 jobs because he felt like I wasn't around my kid as much, which doesn't
What?
make any sense.
She said it doesn't make any sense.
My kid as much.
She said it doesn't make any sense. He's telling her, you're not around your kid as much. You got 3 jobs. You're not around your children. You're not even around me. So what's good? She's looking at him like, that don't make any sense. And see, this be another problem with a lot of women, man. Y'all be at these jobs and y'all forget that y'all got kids. Y'all forget that y'all got a man. Look, woman, if you're at a job all day and I can't see you, I'm going to be seeing another woman. You get what I mean? Because if you at your job all day, you got 3 jobs, then that means you're going to be tired. So by the time you come home and you got to deal with the kids and let alone me, you're not even going to be there for me. And this is one of the things that a lot of guys got to really think about when you're getting into these relationships, because, you know, she's blaming this guy as if though he's not giving her what she wants. And see, this is the thing. Once you put yourself in a predicament like this with women like her, what's going to end up happening is you're not going to be able as a man to have any peace in your home, because she's going to drain out all your resources, bro. Like, she's not even trying to work with dude, fam. Let's get back to the tape.
I wasn't around my kid as much, which doesn't make any sense. But anyways, nevertheless, also, I had to quit a 3rd job because getting a sitter was becoming a little bit difficult because everybody started working.
Wow.
In the evening.
Getting a sitter getting a sitter became difficult because everybody's working, everybody's doing this, everybody's doing that. Do you see how dysfunctional the family is in today's day? Do you see how when you're in a relationship, if everybody's working and everybody's doing what they got to do, nobody's taking care of these kids? And we wondering why we having so much problems with all these families and all these kids out here wilding out and got all these issues. You know, they need an attention. You know, they in the streets. You know, these sons are out here robbing and stealing. The daughters are out here freaky deaky doing all sorts of crazy ish. And we wondering why we got all these problems. It's because, number one, the priorities of the parents is out of order, number one. And then you have women that don't even want to take care of their kids. They would rather be at a job. Imagine that, 3 jobs. How you got time to have 3 jobs? What are you doing? Like, what in the world you're doing that you need 3 jobs? You know what I mean? Where you live at? Like, what are you doing with your money? To have 3 jobs, that's a lot of income coming in. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, right after you spend all your money on all your bills, now you need the guy to come in and put more money in your pocket. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your money? You know? And she's upset and she blaming everything on the man. That's not cool, fam. Can't be blaming the guy for your own irresponsibility, man. Like, you can't do that.
So anyways, me and him always get an argument over cash. And mind you, I'm only ever asking for cash on my off days. Like, if I'm paid, I'm good, right? On my off days, though, I do be asking him for cash. And I'm not talking about, like, hundreds of dollars. I'm talking about 10, 20, you know, maybe 50. And it, majority of the time, it's to be put back into the house, right? Or it's to be put to good use. Like, I'm not asking him to get my hair done. I'm not asking him to get my nails done. He doesn't even get any of that stuff done for me. Like, he does none of that for me. Like, if he does something for me, I have to ask for it. You feel what I'm saying?
See, the problem with a lot of women, fam, is they always telling the world they business, man. Like, this is crazy. Like, do the world need to know that your man don't do your hair and he don't get your nails done and all this other stuff? Like, first of all, you should be doing that yourself. You know what I mean? I ain't saying your man can't do that, but it seems like in today's culture, a lot of women are under this misconception that if they have a man, the man is just supposed to be buying all these things. And it's like, we doing all of this. Like, it's like you want access to all the money we got, but we can't ask you for nothing. Throughout everything she said, I haven't heard her say once that her man, right, asks her for money. Haven't even heard that. So it's like, where did he live? Where did he stay? Do he live with her? Like, I don't know the arrangement. Basically, it might be that he lived with her. And for whatever, but if he lived with her, he's making money. She got 3 jobs. Like, that's a crazy household, fam. So there's more to this story than what she's saying. She seems to be very upset with the fact that she can't get her way. She's gonna most likely leave this dude and go find another man, because that's typically what happened with a lot of women. When they can't get their way, they'll just go find another man.
But I don't feel like that's right. And I get mad because every time I ask him for money, he wants to explode or have some type of reaction that just triggers me.
Notice,
And
triggers her. Every time she asks him for money and she don't get her way, she get triggered. So it's not that he's doing anything wrong. She just don't like the fact that he's not allowing her to take advantage of him. That's what's going on. That's what's going on, fam. He's not allowing her to take advantage of him. And that's what's driving her crazy, because she's like, why can't this guy just do what I want him to do? It's like he just all over the place, and he just like, I can't get over on him. That's what's really going on here, fam. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Let me play this thing a little bit more, and then we're going to wrap it up and get on out of here, man. So, hey, let's get back to the tape, fam. Let's go.
I don't know, like, do you females ask your man for money, and how is that transaction? Like, is it a fight? Is it normal to ask your man for money? Like, how much money does he give you? You know what I'm saying? Does he treat you to get your hair and nails done? Like, my man literally does nothing but keep his money to himself. Like, and it's annoying, and he's very Mr. Krabs, and I don't like that. And I don't know if that makes me sound shallow or whatever the case may be, but no, I want to marry a provider, and I feel like providers, you know.
She want to marry a provider. That's what she says. She want to marry a provider. Now, you know where she get that from, right? The so-called Miss Sprinkle lady. That's where she get that from. That whole provider stuff. It's not that those women want a provider. When they say provider, that's a nice way of saying that they're a gold digger. That they really just want your money at the end of the day. This is why I tell you guys, no dinner dates. Don't take none of these women shopping. Don't buy none of these women nothing, because at the end of the day, remember, they're independent. Remember, a woman have to respect you as a man. She have to honor you. She have to respect you. And as she do that, and you put her on the level of being your woman certified, then there's certain things she's gonna have to do to pretty much put herself in position to be taken seriously. Because a lot of these women, man, it's like you can't even take them serious because they all over the place and they're not really loyal to us. So, hey, it is what it is. Let's get back to the tape. Let's go.
Will help out. And also, he doesn't like to talk about his finances, bro. How are we supposed to be getting married in the future if you can't even have a simple conversation about finances with me? It's always turning into I'm being money hungry. But it's like, I'm realistic, bro. We need to know our budget. How much are we able to spend?
How much you need? Listen, she's talking about we need to know our budget when she's the one that's in need all the time. Like, seriously, like, she's the one that's in financial need all the time. And she's complaining about we need to know our budget. Like, this is not even making no sense. She got 3 jobs. She most likely is in credit card debt. She most likely have way more bills than she's pretty much leading on. A lot of loans, a lot of expenses. She probably got some bad habits or whatever the case is. But based on what I'm seeing here, fam, and she's asking women for advice too. So you know those women are going to give her bad advice. Brothers, the best advice I can tell you is that if you encounter a woman like this, you need to leave her one time. If you get with a woman and she got 3 jobs, you need to leave her, because her having 3 jobs mean that she's never home. And if she's never home and she don't really got no time like that, then she's not going to be fit to be a mother. She's not going to be there for her kids. She's not going to be there for you. You're not going to be able to spend no time with her. Matter of fact, she's going to be cheating on you at her job, because if she got 3 jobs, that means she's spending way too much time in front of other people. So eventually she's gonna have relations with different men in the workplace. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Based on what I'm seeing, she's a selfish woman. She's not concerned about the man that she's with. The only thing she's interested in is that he's giving her money to pretty much maintain a lifestyle. And if the guy is unable to do that, she's gonna eventually leave the guy. So, hey, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the video, fam. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Ringo TV Reactions. It is what it is. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.